down to the Elite Eight, from 64
Great.
down to eight.
Um,
I'm actually kind of surprised by where we wound up. Like I can logically see how we got to this, but I'm a little bit surprised by where we are. There are no number one seeds left.
not the matchup. Just read them out. Just read out the list.
So this is where we left. The
Yeah.
final eight as they stand. I'll do it in ranking. So the
Hmm.
highest to the lowest. So our highest ranked here remaining is Spider-Man 2.
Sure.
Next we've got Spider-Man No Way Home.
Believable.
Then we have Avengers.
Perfectly serviceable.
Both of our Captain America films, Captain America Civil
Ex
War and Captain America Winter Soldier.
Acceptable.
Oh, I missed Guardians of the Galaxy. That's in there.
Sure.
I
Oh,
skipped
we're
that
not
one.
X-Men heavy. I thought we were.
No, we've got X-Men First Class
Yep.
and we've got Spider-Man the Animated Series.
Who's next?
Oh, goodness. Okay, so coming up first, I think arguably the toughest matchup of this entire thing remaining. We've got X-Men First Class against Avengers.
X-Men First Class.
It's Avengers, man. I'm sorry. I
Yep.
know it's the last X-Men thing
Nope.
left. The whole thing with the Hellfire Club in that film is just kind of like eye-rollingly dumb. Um,
That's like 4 minutes of screen time.
yeah.
But it's like they're leaning in. I get it. They're leaning into like the 1960s, like James Bond, like spy, overly done spy stuff. But like there's every time I rewatch X-Men First Class, I'm surprised because like, oh my God, this happened in this movie. This is awesome. I forgot about this. They do a whole like CIA mission into the Soviet Union in 1961, and I forgot about that. And I rewatched the movie. I was like, oh my God, this is awesome. Um, it has a lot of like little understated humor. It's a lot of little understated humor. They're talking to the CIA guy, and he's like, "Do you want to see a magic trick?" And he's like, "Sure, get in the car." And he's like, "Get in the car," and he just gets in the car because he's Professor X, and he can change his mind. It also it does the same thing the Guardians does, where the list of heroes that they picked should not work, should not be interesting.
I agree.
Um,
Banshee and Havoc and
Havoc.
yeah.
Yeah, Banshee, Havoc, Mystique as Professor X's like younger sister is a very interesting
Eh,
direction to take things.
it's fine. I don't hate it, but I was just like, really? I
If
mean,
you're
she
gonna
does.
make if you're gonna focus on the relationship between Charles and Eric, I by the way,
Okay, I'll
there
grant you that. Yeah.
I want you to make a short that's just all of me, all of the times, like the 8 times in this that I've said the relationship between Charles and Eric. If you're going to focus on that,
Yeah.
making Mystique have some familiar relationship to Charles is it makes sense.
I'll grant you.
But
I'll
there's
grant you that.
there's so many like little points in this movie that are fun and funny, and there's so many that are serious.
I don't think I'm going to be
Uh,
able to convince you. I still think that Avengers is better. It's such a great Marvel team up. Everything that came before, really well done, brings it all together in a beautiful way. I will grant you first class if that'll make
thank
you happy.
you. This is the last freebie I want on First Class, though, because if it comes up against something that will beat it, I will admit its defeat. But I think it's better than Avengers.
Oh,
It's
all right.
yep, yep.
All right. So now we're up Spider-Man No Way Home against
Mhm.
Captain America Civil War.
Oh, it's No Way Home.
It's No Way Home.
It's No Way
You're
Home.
you're
I
right. It would have been Logan, which would have been really tough, but
That would have
I
been really tough, and it probably still would have won. Um, because No Way Home does the reveals right. It could have bungled it. It could have fumbled that football so easily.
oh yeah.
But the intro of Andrew Garfield and Tobey Maguire is really lovely. The best scene in all of No Way Home, though, is when Peter has just lost Aunt May and he's being consoled by his two friends on the rooftop. Um, that hit really hard for me. And that if that brings it in contention to possibly beat Logan, it definitely beats Civil War. Get out
Yeah.
of here. Yeah.
I agree. It's such a really good, I mean, I said this before, it's a really good way to tie in what has come before. Um, can't Yeah, it's an easy win for No Way Home for that. All right, now we're coming up against Spider-Man the Animated Series against what is I never would have guessed. I feel like it's your favorite Marvel movie at this point. Captain America: The Winter Soldier.
It is my favorite Marvel movie at this point. Um, it is because it doesn't feel like a Marvel movie at all. It feels like a spy thriller. It feels like a 1970s spy thriller. It feels like another series of films which I absolutely adore. I just watched the first one the other day. It feels like the Bourne movies. It feels like the Bourne Identity. Bourne Identity is a great movie. Captain America: Winter Soldier is a great movie. I don't even remember what it's going up against. Spider-Man the Animated Series.
The
Oh
animated
crap!
series, which is I've
That one
made all my arguments
actually
for
is.
it about it being the gateway drug to Marvel and being the perfect microcosm of the comics to everything. If you want Winter Soldier, I if anything, it makes me want to go and rewatch that movie and like give it another viewing just to see how good it is. I mean, I do think like everything with Black Widow and Captain America is incredibly fun. I
It's the
love the
last movie to
introduction
use
of the
Maria Hill
Falcon.
well. Intro to the Falcon is great. It introduces a love interest for Captain America that's not Haley Atwell, which is tied into me not liking that Agent Carter got retconned because he went back in time for Haley Atwell. I just like it. I don't know what to say. I just like it. Um, but
I will give it to you.
thank you.
You have convinced me. I will take Captain America and the Winter Soldier.
Yes. This is just like Nate's final four, though. So what's next?
Next up, we've got Guardians of the Galaxy
Yeah,
against Spider-Man 2.
Spider-Man 2.
Yeah,
Like
it's
I
kind of
yeah.
no contest there. I agree with you. As tough
I
as it
think
was for Iron Man, like going up against Guardians, I'm like, yeah.
yeah. Yeah, Spider-Man 2 is just beating everything handily hands out. Um so yeah. Um I have almost nothing else intelligent to say about the film other than like it's just really, really good.